Hey guys, I want to just welcome you. Man, I'm so excited with where we are with small groups. And man, today, Regis and Kelly, or Michael and Craig, are here to just to kind of encourage you guys. And we do want to share a couple of things with you. One is our response to small groups has just been great. And I know you guys are continuing to get new folks. So thank you for inviting them in and welcoming them in and making them feel at home. Man, we appreciate you and all that you're doing. I know Outlive is kind of overwhelming. And so, man, I've really enjoyed 11 o'clock, that meeting, that optional meeting on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock. And so any of you guys, college leaders, y'all start tonight, Sunday night, so y'all feel free to be a part of that meeting at 11 o'clock as well. But what we really want to do today is kind of touch on MyPinelake. I know we've asked you guys to use that. And so Michael is the expert. Kelly, Michael, he's the expert
I
at
thought
that.
I was Regis.
Yep, Regis. He's the old one, you're 80. Regis is going to walk us through MyPinelake in a couple of ways you guys can use that to do some new things. So hope this helps, and we'll talk to you shortly.
All right, guys, really just three quick things I want to show you about MyPinelake today. And I really think this can be a valuable tool for all of us. But when you log in, you should see a screen that looks something like this. Over here on the right-hand side is a list of all of the groups you are in. I'll have to scroll down just a little bit on my page, but you can go to your small group page. Here's my small group. Click on that page, and that will take you to your group page that should look something like this. And the three things I want to show you is how to add people, how to remove people, and how to record attendance. In order to add people, really simple, just over here on the right hand side under this Actions tab, you see the link that says Add People. Click that link and it will pull up a screen that looks like this. I would choose to add people by name, and then the easiest thing for you to do as a group leader is just to add them directly. You want to just type in the person's name. If you don't know how to spell it, you can see that it'll bring up a list of people as you type in. You don't even have to spell the whole first name even. Once you get a couple of letters, you can just start spelling the last name, and hopefully that will bring up the person you're looking for. Click on that person and then just click Add Now, and that will add the person to your group roster. If you need to remove somebody from your group, the easiest way to do that is just to click here from your main group page, click the participant list so that you can see a list of all the participants. Over here on the right hand side, you can also add people here if that's helpful. You can also remove people. You'll click the Edit the Group Participants list, and that'll bring up again a list of all the participants in your group. In order to remove people, just click the person you want to remove, and then in this drop down box, select Remove from Group and click OK, and that will remove the person from your group. The last thing I want to show you is just how to take attendance. Again, I'm back to the main group page. Over here you'll click Record Attendance. It'll bring up a page that looks something like this. It's important that you choose here to make sure the attendance grouping is small groups. There shouldn't be any other options for you to choose there, but just make sure that is selected. You're going to choose the date that your group met, and so my group met last night on January 24th. It's also important that you enter in the time that your group meets. Our group meets at 6:30, and so I'm going to enter in the time here, and then just click Record Attendance, and what that will give me an opportunity to do, you can see I've already done it. I just clicked the name of every person that was there. You can see, like for our group, Brian and Aaron Hanula were out last night. Both of had stomach bug going around in their house, and so they weren't able to make it, and so I can just record that here. One of the really neat features is it gives you an option to enter in any sort of topic or event notes, and so you could actually send that to the people in your group. You can also list just any praises or prayer requests that was mentioned, and then when you finish entering all that in, you can just choose down here, do you want to send this to the entire group? And that way, if you put any event notes or prayer requests, this would automatically generate an email to the entire group, or you could send this just to the leadership only, which would send an email to Craig letting him know that you filled out your group attendance for this week. Obviously, once you finish, just select Save, and that will record attendance for your group for each week. So hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully that answers any questions you may have about how to add people, remove people, or record attendance. Hey, so I hope that made a little bit of sense, and I hope you're able to get in and use MyPinelake, and it's helpful for you. One thing, just real quick, I know out of all that, the thing that's new is asking you guys to take attendance. We've never asked you to do that before, and so I did want to give you just a little bit of why we want you to do that, why we think that would be something valuable, not only for us but also for you. Just a couple of reasons. One is, one of the things I'm always asking Craig to measure is just the number of people in our church that are in small groups. And you know what we found over the past couple of years of doing that is, one thing, the number of people who sign up for groups, and you guys know this, it's another thing, the number of people that actually come to groups. And so for us to really have an accurate picture of just how we're doing, how many people from our church are in small groups, and we just believe in small groups. We believe in you and what you're doing. We want people to experience that, and so you recording attendance helps us to really have an accurate picture of how many people are in groups, and not only that, but it helps us to know each semester how many new groups we need to launch. If we know that only 50 or 60 or 70% or whatever it may be of our church are in small groups, we know that we have some work to do to getting more people in groups. We know how many leaders we need, how many new groups potentially we can launch each semester. And so just by you doing that really simple step of recording attendance each week will just help us out a ton to be better prepared and to know what we need to do to be recruiting new people into groups. I think it can also be really valuable for you guys as a leader. I know for me in leading my group, just taking that step of entering in the attendance, there's that spot I showed you where you can enter in prayer requests. It's a really easy way just to be intentional about communicating with my group. It helps me to realize and recognize that there's somebody that's missed several weeks in a row. I may want to have a follow-up conversation with them, just go grab lunch or grab coffee with them one day, and just to encourage them to plug back in. But even just the communication of prayer requests and things like that, it's just an easy way to really be intentional. And so hopefully, as we showed you guys, MyPinelake will be a really helpful tool, and it'll be something that you guys find is valuable. But man, really appreciate you guys being willing to help us out as we try to measure that. So.
Yeah. Hey, just in closing, guys, I know this season's almost overwhelming with MyPinelake and Outlive Your Life and small groups starting and new people coming. But we just want to thank you again. Man, it is you guys that are connecting them. Man, you're helping them make this their church home. All that you're doing is so valuable to what we're hoping to see God do. And so thank you for that. We are going to continue during Outlive Your Life. So the next 4 Sundays, we'll have that meeting at 11 o'clock. If you need any help, we're in that front classroom. I know Tim Prevost is going to lead that this week, so that'll be exciting. And he's just going to help give you some good questions to open up discussion with. Man, just some next steps to follow along with Chip's video. So feel free to join us for that meeting at 11 o'clock. And thank y'all for what you do.
Thanks, guys.